I'm not one to redo videos, but I really had to do it. Everything went wrong in this one. I had Hungry Jack's Coke in the background, which, you know, is not really a good look. People that know me know that I love my Hungry Jacks. I had and you probably can hear them, I've got the kids in the background on their iPad there screaming about something. It's good screaming, they're playing, so it's all good. And then my little light thing went, so and there's like a dog barking, you're just gonna have to deal with bloopers because I am not doing this one again. It was really to talk about the routine inspections, and like I just am so passionate about educating landlords, because you just don't know which questions to ask and which questions not to. Like a lot of you wouldn't even think to ask certain questions to your property manager, and I just want to educate owners to do that more, but you don't know what to ask if you don't know what you don't know. So that's my job, to educate you. Routine inspections, first one gets done in 6 weeks and every 3 months after that. There's times when you can be more relaxed with that and drag your routine inspections out every 4, 5 or 6 months. Generally, the advice I give is if you have an apartment that has a balcony, it has no lawn, no garden, excellent tenant, no worries at all, there's going to be a time where you probably do reduce those routine inspections a bit. So you still have to do them. I would definitely sort of say, you know, at least every 6 months, but you can be more relaxed with it. Now this, remember, is for Perth, because in Perth we do them quarterly. Over East they do them, I think, 6 monthly. So if you're an over East landlord and you're thinking, what is she talking about? I'm in Perth. In Perth we do lots of inspections. So that's how that works. During COVID, we had in April a time where we did some virtual inspections. Not all of them were done virtually, but there was some. And industry talk is that some agencies are going to continue doing virtual inspections. And I think an excellent question to ask your current property manager is, are there any changes within the property management department that are being made due to COVID? Because you want to, and you should know, if your property manager is now going to start doing some inspections virtually. Now, I would say it's highly unlikely that they're going to, do all of them virtually, but what you might find is that they're going to do every second one virtually. And virtually means that they're going to ask the tenant to send through the report and ask the tenant to send through photos of the property. Now, that is actually probably fine, but there needs to be a benefit to the landlord, in my opinion, for that to happen. Now, one benefit could be that there will be a reduced inspection fee, which I think is good and reasonable. From experience, it actually is harder for the property manager. This is in my office. It's harder for us to manage the admin of a routine inspection when it's done virtually than just going out and just doing it. My staff find it so much easier just to go out and do it. So, but you know, if there's some offices with great systems in place, they could find it, and probably the bigger portfolios, they'd find it easier. So that is one benefit, a cost saving for the landlord. Another, and it's more of a holistic benefit, is that your tenant may really like the idea that it's a virtual inspection. And we all know that if you've got a happy tenant, they're going to stay in the property longer. So maybe holistically, stepping outside the square, it could be seen as a good, a good way of maintaining that tenant relationship. So benefits for, now my phone's ringing. Everything's going wrong in this one. Benefits for the agency to do virtual inspections is that it can be quite a good cost saving exercise. Like these larger rent rolls could potentially be saving one full-time employee by just doing every second inspection virtually. So there is some really good benefits there. But I guess the most important thing in this discussion is ask the question to your property manager, are there going to be any changes made to my routine inspection since COVID? Are there any changes in your property management procedures that's arisen because of this? Because it's a really important question and you should know. And so our office is very traditional, but like we have really modern tech that supports us, but we're traditional from, we like the phone calls and we like seeing the tenants and we like all that old school stuff. So that's just me and my team. So for us, the only change we have made and will be making is that we are closing our office to the public from 4 o'clock. And that's just because we have limited staff anyway after 4 o'clock, because generally our viewings are at that time. So that's our reason for doing that. Our staff still work till 5, but the office is just closed to the public from 4. And that's the only change we're making. But you know, you hear these officers these industry coaches that talk about, you know, what changes are you now making since COVID? And like, there's just not any for us to make. Like, we were already cloud-based. We had already changed all our emails and our trust account software cloud-based. We were already working a very efficient team and you know, efficient processes within our office. So it's just, there wasn't huge changes that we needed to make from that point of view. All our staff still enjoy working in the office. Like, we all get on really well. So for us, working from home is pretty boring. Like, we'd rather be in the office working together. And like, just not for us. But it's not saying that that's right or wrong. It's just that was what works for us and for our clientele as well in the South Perth area. So I do encourage you to ask your property manager if there are any changes you should know about, particularly with routine inspections. I think it's a really important one. Maybe you are going to have your property manager working from home half the time. I don't know. Does that make a difference to you? Probably not, but still good question to ask. And that might mean that there's better times of the day to call your property manager as well. So that is my thoughts. And I'm sorry that there's like a few bloopers. People that know me know that I don't necessarily like the professional scripted video. I find it a bit boring. And to be honest, I don't even know how many people watch videos to the end these days. So probably rattling on for nobody right now. But anyway, my job is to educate you. Hopefully I have. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me on any social media profiles. You can private message me, or you can call me on 0416 352 679.